Enyumere no siampo ewo Adom TV so ene eye ebobo so meni de to so aduonu nwotwe wa fimpinu ene aduonu mienu mabraso sense modo ayaboa no de edition editi me de so mo se enyumere no sia kase na de etodwa wo mu abetie bi ene se opanyina wadi mfie aduanan emienu ena abetodwa se omanfo su se ne ba wadi mfie dubaako no wasese abaye ye de munchemu bedan wo ewo kase yi emu afenso atemuafo ewo my Ghana mu kyerese enipa binum ekasa edite ewo nipa su ene adwuma woye senti a wo mo kasa nso beti bi ewo kase yi emu na asantemantemu na adwuma adwuma eko kyerese wo de hyehye egu akwamu na nsamso a ewo ohyim ene asuofia no omo manfo emfaso ebiem esanse nsuo yiri a eha wo no mo pa ensemwei ene afoforo bi ene ka ho donhwere ya mekenkan dia ma asa nwumere no nsia kase emidin ede ekuya echa oyi akwan memuajo Afeje Brennan semni nchemu ankasa memfa ensomo ya hyase ade free na lerigu mansini no emu na beto dwase na anu adament mu wase ekoso ema etututu okra ekoso no aposifo agina so akire enipa dumienu bia osuse akodie bia ewo wonom honom no na woni hu tumi krata
Basabasayo ekoso ewo mabrumintem ewo gambaga ene omanfo bia wo mpatemo entem no enam so ama posifo a womo na lerigu akwakoche enipa dumienu a womo esusu se na womo ehubon basabasayo ekoso yi na posifo yi eje etuo ene niema ahodo bi efisa omanfo yi ensem etuotutu ekoso ewo mpatem hoyi na womo esusu se nipa bonfo bia womo eye langas fo ene wono ehyase etututuo egu omanfo yi so ewo mpatem ho enam so basabasoyi ekoso ema etu a etutu ye no ema nipa bi mu epreprae sese ye no mu kase de womo ama posifo akogu ho a womo ehwese asomdwe ebeba empatemu ho Adom News ensanchoni Eliasu Tanko ene chief linguist a wo empatemu ho Bukari Alorere etwetwe nkomo.
This morning we woke up to realize that we overheard some sporadic shooting at the disputed land. Of course, those of us in town, there was panic everywhere. But later on, we overheard that they had apprehended the supposed developer of the land who has been terrorizing the town for some time now. And really, to the words, I personally walked to the police station to ascertain the fact, and it was justifiable that the man has been apprehended with his accomplices. So now the whole town is calm, and people are jubilating over this. The arrest of the terrorists.
Yantwa yensem no eso komna esigba edimfie aduanan mienu na beto dwase na banoma wadimfie dubaako no opanyini asese abaye ne senti Adom kase kopie mu honom ene abaye yi maame ene omanfo bi etwetwe nkombo
Komina asigba eye kapintani edin adododa nim so de freno ewo Makion Estate eno wodowenya mpotemo ene tola one na reta edifo ya adodo na freno Davi ena etie abaiwa bibinti ntumi fanidi entuja wonya finhia edubako edeto Adom kase amane boni apena pokoa ahwenie anim esene mame ekwaye wowo ekrum na eho ena ne papa eche no ene ne da eto aso akosi se emoja etu no ne nkyiremu nie
na me dware ono betu me na me sin de me pie na ono so eja de eja ono sin mi ntwana me se dabi de me pie o se dabi ono de me search fam yase
no ono da wadwaye ho na se ono koda wen
ono koda wodem na ade asana me koda no ono so lucky gate no na obi ani fie me nu pe na wo fie ho like me madam me katese no so be da me ho
nto ye den
Odi ni safi family yase no odi mi die ono no ro me ho
akwada yi kyerese ne mame enim de koso no ho sanse ofri aye no baye obo na mane ne mame so antu hwanamo ankobo posifo amane Adom kase ebo pinchen Rita edifo ya dodo na efreno Davi ebisaye dientia wankoyi posifo asutire okire mu sei
me bana kasa wakasa asema kyere me
okacha wo no gini di na
me jinidi pase me bisa papa no se dabi enye na nkore me bisa no sa o se dabi nti me ko paibo no be ye krom no me ka che me se me kunu ne me ba no umuda wo paibo no me ba me bisa me kunu a o se dabi enye nkore na me kai e me see you enu de na my head na metimi a report asembia o police station.
Enipa binom a wɔn ɛte mpɔtam hɔ ɛso kyerɛ mu kakra ɛkyerɛ Adom kaseɛ de wonim ɛfa asɛm
1 month ago na yɛkɔ adwuma me medicine na me ne carpenter ba kɔ adwuma wɔ side back na ɔka papa bi okromu ha ɔne nere have affair ɔsan mama ne ba ne step daughter emu ada
ni iri kwaye na ɔgya akola no wɔ papa ne nkyɛn nti ni iri kwaye ba ye no na yehu sɛ akola ne yale na ebisa sɛ den na ye no a yehwɛ a sɛ bi na akola na asefi moja
na wasansem ya ho no ebeto odwa sɛ opanyini asese na ba no mayinti mabunu no eka wo ho bomu a wɔkɔso opanyini panchi ede no kɔma ne ngo prampram aposifo esan sɛ wɔno ankasa koro ya ekɔbɔ mrantie bi pa sɛ ne yere owosika enti wɔnkɔ enkɔwia no
Emabuye omo Makion Estate eno Odowenya wone ngo prampram mansi no mu ya ne fato wo ho so eche tola ekoma death track oposifo na asem no nyina emabu ni bia wo ho kire se tola ebe hu no wom eso obɔ mo pa ekire ba bia na yire edi ne sika wodidi dwa no eto se wo mo emomodin enkɔbɔ ne kro no wo wi a wo mro no nanka ebeye mpo a wo mo ento ne mu na enka ho
me wo ho na papa no ye friend tola o say a carpenter and I me wo me store na no na obefre me se me mbra no oni me mbon komo bi o say on person o ka asem bi kire me dey asem a o say na ire ana o kire na ire na me bi san se ma me na ya o so a meat pie e de guniti so ya oben otimi ordinance betwe ma na o say ai ada on say na ire no on respecting bio e den ti o say because of meat pie na o ton no nti wanye sika kakra be nti on pese say na many guys na ya yetimi na ha no yemba mami ni nche na mbe robu mami no na engine sika o de scanner to baby and pillow no na robu mami no na engine sika na embo ni nka ho na say repi no ka ho na me ka chen say dabi from then na me pese papa we me so ni mu prekwana na me frɛ bra penyi bako enti ye friend no na o say papa na fiwo na me say papa ni obi enti o say ye hu na enchini ya fane ko police station
Adom kaseɛ ene Davi edin komo efade yesie ne ho ema ne kyene sɛ anyene de kora osan kyemu sɛ wo motena emfie nsuni aware emamu nanso wo mkita enkwada mienu
nti ne na wo ba fie no abesisa nyama de aka no na me hu boys no sɛ on bra be chi no amami nti boys no ma ba be chi no nti ye di ba police station
ususu sɛ obetumi akɔbɔ pase me yosa
enye mi de sɛ enu tumi aka sa asema kyere boys no the way na all say enu won ka hwea nipa no kasa no onto antro on kan korea che obi but boys no abisa na otumi yi na no say eye nu na kasa onye di wo na me kasa boys omu bunu
boys say
Adom kaseɛ de okɔ asante mantem no emu na awia yi ene yɛbɔ mo amane sɛ ensubransa mu ɛtɔ wɔ asante mantem mu enam so mensu yiri akɔso pa ɛwɔ hɔ no mu ene nadom adwumayɛko ɛkyerɛ sɛ ensamso bi ɛda wɔ hwim ene asuofia kwantempɔn no so ne ni sɛ ɔmo manfo ɛfa so biem sansan hwɛ yi a na de atɔyɛ nkyɛm ɛnaba
Dɔnhwere bɛyɛ edu ana nsuo yi ɛde tɔyɛ ɛwɔ asante mantem ha sei enam so ama miam yahudo pina eyiriye amanfo a ɛwɔ ohwim asuofo akwantempɔn so de ɔmo abreye pa ɔnwa bi nsuo no eyiri fa bridge ne so edibɛ dɔnhwere miensa ansa na ɛtwetwe
free ohwim ekosi barakasi hu kɛseɛ pa na de brɛ fi sɛ nsuo yi afa obi a na wɔ sini fie ɛwɔ ɛkwan su da ɛna afa ovan mu a afa taxi ɛnɛ kura no taxi bi bɛ hyɛ ha sɛ ɔba ha no pa na enye ade a eda fom a ogigi wani ma eso betimi afawo ade wakɔ
ka efiri ohwum a eba barakasi ohwum amanfro mu asuofia ba nyina no ebe ka kire wo somebody ha na de efiri kuma se so eba no enyina so be ka wo fitafo yi ha saa de kakim na fa se abekɔ janhye
ade we akufo ade nankasa ba ohwuma ebe hye ye bose the priority so obeye we ade amayen up to now ye hu hwe because so na fa ha no bridge no abeye ketwa eti nsuo no efa nyina na krofo so tune magum ti no e ma ne ba eburo so ti yiri kese pa enya asem ketwa kra usi mu ade obekɔ
ɛnam sɛ nsuo no abribia eyiri ɛwɔ ha sɛ nti no edidi aba kwan no ma no kurani sɛ ne asia ya no wanhwɛ bedum pempensuo bi no ɛbɛsɛe kwan no nyina ma ka kwan ntimi nkɔ entimi ma awɛhosɛm ne sɛ abribia ebeyiri no eji sɛ wo mo fa kwan so ejina ebi abɛɛ dɔnhwere 9 ɛkɔ dɔnhwere num amensuo no twetwe ansa na matimi afa so Ora Justice Abrakwaten Nadmo Director Edma Kemi Submetro
yenya sɛ bia yɛbɛyɛ bridge foforo deɛ
enka mu na ose yete but insuto bre so untimi entim wan hwa usimusi ya na afidie no amem eti samre de se eba se nsuo na to a gina na ose ye begina ase yira yemmo obi enko kopem se nsuo no atwetwe
Yenko Gomwa Akoti na Shenkafo ene wonu mu a etukwaye efa Gomwa Akoti kwantempon so sese wo ho ba ye a wo pa akromfonta won so biem ni nyina ene se kwansiri edu ekwan no sese contractor hyase ya wo ye edi amamanfo
wo hwe aposifo a owo senya breku afe Gomwa ojobi enkratem a wode ato abonten se wo Gomwa Akoti ene senya breku kwantempon so no krono anododo eye aduasade ko aduanan ena ewo wo nwoma mu ewo sa kwantempon ne so esanse ekwan ne nyenti no adroba foduru hono esese wote ombo ase nenei empanyimfo atie adroba fo hono mu nada esufre ama sese ada de contractor akọ ekwan so a contractor ebeye kwan ne ama adroba fo ebra adom kase ko pie mu hono no ye ne Akoti senya breku drivers bi honom etwetwe nkoma wode won ani gisem sei eto adom kase enim
sesi aban ne we hu de opere obeye kwan ya ye de na sepa oyemayen o send obe reduce to time a na ye di do main road no first say de
you do me department go down way yes getting home the goods na kwana de seconds na say person so wait no kitchen na say pa no ye be so pay say ye de na say wa huma bo wa de we hu ye
opanna wono no ye kwantwefo e wo Ghana mampanyi asoe ya wo hwenkitaode wonsam so wo honom e de nsembito adom kase enim se
mi de koto mampini enim se sakwan we de so ya ebeboa mi manfo mote sakwan we na manfo use sakwan we e de ko senya onzo tie na supem ema 2 weeks ago obekan se nyame aduma ye be sakwan we e de ahye ne din nti be in the course of this weekend you think as a contractor no aba site
this year wo ewutu senya West Joseph Edu head ne de akansemi ho
me manfo no hia no pa say 2 years ne de anka enduna owia be enti no na ye wo hope say ye hwe say nyama be koso say de aye nyina ye hwehwe no na road no akoso ama ye na fi ye manfo wo senya say bi omo nu omo ho da say omo to abama MPP aban san say tembia na aban beba so no
National Security Minister and Ora Albert Kandapa na nsɛm a wɔde ato enwumekwa wodo etu efomagudie e wo man Ghana mu anim ene sɛ wɔnyere bambo mu pa e wo miamia wodo a wotu efomagudie no esanse tuturafo no wate sɛ ebinum edi wonti e bemben sam miaye no anhwe yi a ede oye ne ebeba o man Ghana mu
African Mining Security Conference a etoso mienu a woye no wonkran hanom ase ana Albert Kandapa edisa ensemi ekotuja ade ba ko hanadwene Bible mu ahokyere a ewo emia hodo wotu fom agudie ene enkurase enemu wodane de se bibi memu hanom no terrorist attacks 346 ena akoso ye hu behia sempanyimfo ebehwe ho asem aka
global counter-terrorism strategy which advocates a whole of government and a whole of society approach in mitigating the threat of terrorism and violent extremism. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole of society approach, which we continue to emphasize, encourages the active involvement and participation of all stakeholders. It should not only be the state actors. We need the general public. We need the media. We need civil society organizations. We need political leaders. We need the academicians. And much more than that, we need the private sector.
Excellency Bernice Oren Jones, a Australian High Commissioner to Ghana, Wakosa Jumedia Sibia within Semsei Etuja.
I'd like to share some statistics with you. First off is that Australia invests more into Africa than it does into the whole of Southeast Asia. And I'm sorry to say that I think a lot of that is lost in some of our leadership in the East Coast. But moving on, of the top 5 African destinations for Australian resources and resource services companies, 2 are in West Africa. Ghana, 22 companies represented here, and Burkina Faso with 16. Looking at the big picture, there are about 180 Australian or functionally Australian companies operating in the resources sector across Australia. These are roughly split, with 2/3 being exploration and mining companies themselves, and the remaining third are companies that service the requirements of the exploration and mining companies.
Enyumre no si akase na oguso a wo hye e wo Adom TV so na so braso se meton krame so tweme me kwa bani atoso. Bedase so enya daje atwem ya fe yento ansem no so wetifido mantam no emu na managing director ya woda Northern Electricity Distribution Company ya etwa ne tiase netco ano ene Owura Osmani Alodiba Ayuba na ne nsem wa wode atodwa ene se adebako a eha wonum dwumadie pa ene se wonum afa kwatikwan ede enyinama woden ekọ won fi abroni befre ne illegal connection no se adwumayefo ekọ ho so okotwam na akoda ne boxing ne senti e wo se sesei obibia ma nani eda wonsem fonhye mu ase ena opanyine de sansemi etudwa
Kamia yese adwumayefo a wonom ewo Northern Electricity Distribution Company ewo etifido mantam mu no ebribiara obekonkrofo fie esign illegal connections ahodo aya no wonum ayenti no ya na woto hye won so ebewi akire no na weprepra ya ebimu kra no wode sekan edwudwa wono amanebo a abetudwa ne se bosumi biara no adwumakuo no eboka ohemu nchichemu aduanan esan illegal connections a omanfo dodo na aye ewo mantam ho no mo Osmani Alodiba Ayuba ena managing director woda netco adwumakuo na no
lots of Muslims, lots of Christians go to the churches, we go to the mosque, but unfortunately what happens, we still the power to go to pray, we still the power to go to fast, we still the power to prepare things to break our fast, and all of those things is not good. Let's try to shut away from that. Our staff suffer a lot in the field of work. You know, they go to chase for the monies, people are meeting them. They go to catch the illegal connectors, to beat them up, and all of that. So it's really dangerous for us to work that. We need to have a very nice environment for us to do our legitimate job and continue to provide you the quality power supply that you need.
Maxwell Kutuka corporate communication director ewo netco ono so kire ni nti a wonum sancheche adwumadie no.
Thank you very much. We have taken note of that concern raised today, and so we will do some internal work, we will do some internal retrospection, we will talk to our staff, and going forward there are designated officials who must deal with the public.
Yantwa yensam no eso Association of Magistrates and Judges atemwafo nkabomko wo maiga na munene ensamtwerefo hyiemu ekoso ewo enkran na dwumadi na se na president ya woda ekoyi ano Justice Henry Kofi editu dwase sei ensam wene na mabe fontentan so ene kasefidie so efa atemwafo ho no entweye wonu mu council eni nyina so bia
Esan ensembi amampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama ekafa atembuafo ewo oman mu hu nti no atembuafo yi ahyase a wodi nkomo efa sansemi hu a wo kire mu se enya de se wonum enije hu abra wonum eye AMJJ conference no ana panyimpa woda Association of Magistrates and Judges ano Justice Henry Kofi ede to omanfo nyina enimu se yena sensemi beto montene so na se wonum ede wanu tumu akabia omomodin se wonka emu atembuafo adwuma no ehu fi Justice Henry Kofi eda di say sasembi bana somanfo ekire wonum adwene wo ho a eya na enye se atembuafo etia nemum se de ya na wonum eka nsem no ena ehu hia wonum.
You would all recognize that the judiciary as an institution and judges in general have been the subject of quite a lot of vitriolic attack, and judgments of our courts, even judgments of the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court, have been attacked, and the judges who delivered the same judgments have not been spared either.
Ninyinemu Chief Justice Eninyeboa edi ato ajajifo nyina enimu se wonhwe enhye ya wode ba won so ene wadwuma woye so na wonya adwuma no se ne ebe ya ebeboa wo bia wode nhye eto wonum so.
Against the period preceding the country's return to democratic governance, our current justice system strikes chords of appreciation even in established democracies worldwide. As the saying goes, you don't value what you have unless you lose it. Contextually, the consequences of losing what we have in terms of our justice system will be unthinkable. We must therefore individually and collectively do what is humanly possible to prevent losing what we have.
Ekuo yi fa saa kwanya no so ebo judgefo dumienu abaso esan se wo ye adwuma ne yie no wode animonyam abemu.
Efrafi ya hyase na oman Ghana fo ka se oman ni mu ayede pa sikasem enkoyie aban agitu musampa enema enkoyie ne sentimutu anamon se woko IMF akopebosia se beye obetimi ade abo oman hu bra ene wosoafo wono ene hwe oman sikasem so Iraken oforiata ade atudwa se aban inkita wodi a wone IMF mpanifo di no se wo mana contentempa se beye obenya sika bi ato ho na obubobosomi ni mu afempinu ne aduonu mienu wode akohoma sika ebedi no 2023 ebetudwa watimi enya sika ade ahyem.
Ebra so afo a wo hwe sikasem honsem so kenoforiata yen sentrofo nhyiamu wodan na di se sisi adade aban ene IMF nhyehyeye ene nhyiamu a oguso a ewomu no wo mo ehwe se ebetimi aboa na Ghana adwade ne sikasem honsem asan apagya biem na wo mo esan so ahwe se nhyehyeye a woni IMF bekono ebe contentem se de be ya Ghana ebetimi enya fa hude ewo sikasem a aye basane mu ensemi a wodi tudwe wo twemu se eba Ghana akabia wode ene nhyehyeye bia ewo honom a ne nyina ka ho binti ne wakọ IMF honom no na omo wogidie kese passe be wi achi bibia bekoyie.
The formal negotiations for a fund-supported program began on Monday, September 26, 2022, and discussions are advancing smoothly. The IMF mission will cover a period of 10 days, and in line of His Excellency the President's dialogue with the IMF Managing Director, Kristalina Georgieva, negotiations will be fast-tracked to ensure that key aspects of the program are reflected in the 2023 annual budget statement in November 2022. Government is committed to ensuring that a comprehensive package is negotiated with the aim of restoring and sustaining macroeconomic stability, ensuring durable and inclusive growth, and promoting social protection. As stated in our press release dated 26 September 2022, on the commencement of the IMF negotiations, having a sustainable debt path is a prerequisite for the IMF program. Therefore, the IMF, World Bank, and the Ghana team are currently undertaking a debt sustainability analysis to inform the program negotiations. In addition, the IMF and government team are working to update the medium-term macro-fiscal framework to inform IMF program design.
Oswafo Ken oforiata ene yakokote ne nka ne yento yensem no eso na asoye a ehwe nyina mahode hunsem so wo my Ghana mu ehwe se enye no kreda se Imani Africa de abetudwa ya eseponso akabidi atwa so se wo mo ene GMPC ena afi aban ema omanyi ahwere sika dollar pepe baako ene achiriponum no enya de anokrebia ewomu.
It's too early for the minister to draw such conclusions. We've had serious issues, especially with capacity charges, with payments that we are making when we are not.
Global counter-terrorism strategy, which advocates a whole of government and a whole of society approach in mitigating the threat of terrorism and violent extremism. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole of society.
It's too early for the minister to draw such conclusions. We've had serious issues, especially with capacity charges, with payments that we are making when we are not consuming all the pipeline charges. We are well aware that Gensa wanted to construct a 12-inch pipeline, but Ghana Gas decided that they should rather construct a 20-inch pipeline. Why?
Yenyina sansem we so ne na ehutia wa mra ko be hwe se de adwadie ene apomudemu nsem esitie. University apomuden ensem esi etie na St. Anthony Catholic Clinic eye ayaresabia ewo sikaman ye no wadanse akrofom mensini no emu na mpanifo e wonom ehwe se adwuma ne de apomuden adwuma efo na no an wo mo ye nenso aka ho akade a obetimi de ahwe omanfo yi Ghana Health Service ene aban emremu.
aha beginen St. Anthony's Clinic edaya esi mechihe epe ene bia omo ewa omo edi omo djuma asebi omo kire se ema ene emema ene nkwada nyina se bas omo gi obi ato ha omo nyina egudan ba kuma uhwe mensa bonkum so ha empanifo eboa esi dan bi ede aboa eye dada ye wa he nanso omo kire se dan na kan sinsemu aha ena yemnuama ene ye maame no eba eye awo so a empa we ena ya womo eje womo awo ewo so na wo hwe empa nankasa kura bobra esewani ensa okachire ta hwe mensa bunkum so hanso a weighing scale as yawo akora ne wie a ye bede ne beto so ahwe se ni muduro etesen so eno so awe na achen ewa ha midwife pani owo ha no eni nkomo.
Our problem is we don't have delivery bed and we need a delivery bed. Here is the case, we are also managing ANC with records. So when somebody come, you are doing abdominal examination, issuing a new book, and a new client come for OPD cases. You see the person, the way she will open up and talk to you, she's not able to do that.
Nurse ni ba kwa wono so ewa ha, ye no wono so eni nkomo.
Aye Sikaman St. Anthony Clinic. Na ye dan a ye beto ye dan kiswa we pe. Enti mpenifo ya omadwen say omu sika kra aka ho, but because of sikase munti yaka na ye bed nso e wo ha sa your bed bear 4 pe na obi ba na editeni na mani meme nyina dadan ba ko because of edan na ye ni nti enti ye sure mpenifo say omombra no mbeboa yen na ye dan na ye si na ye nwie ye no ye nto aso
eni nipa bi no so omoba ya resabia ha nso eni nkomo
obi beji awo na mpa oda so a kamia say na obi ye na mpa oda so no kra na ha adwen nti ye sere aban ni mpenifo eni omo ka bi ewu na say sika wo munsem no mbeboa sikaman St. Anthony Clinic.
Me de me sister bi ba ha ma ne be wo ye de wa ofo mpa ne nya papa nti na nurse ni ne kura bre e bre ansa na otimi afo mpa nti esra aban say esre na omre ye mpa ne bi e wa ha sei
endra na adwo na me de me ba ya ba ye e dan omodam no oba dem be ma nso dem empa ne ye me yansa oba kura ba bi a wo tena na ya yarefo no do so a asani e de bi be se fom kura ba sheet ni ne ma empa bia ni wo no mo
bidin ade Isaac K Nomanyo Adom Kase
Edwadifo ma ewotema ehwese edwano enkoyie atofo emma ni nyina ene se edwadifo yi obia ene ne boa wode to na ade ne senti ebeya kaban ensai emfa price control na nkamre bi ewo ho no ensai emfa mra se be edwadie no ebetimi akontentem
Ejodifo a womoton ade ewo tema market editor Adom News in Central for enim se aban na enhwe na onye hu bibi eye price a edida enema womo ekoto so womo echiremu se sese no womo koto ade a enche bia no womo san kwa na yatoto enema im nanso so se nkaban no etimi ye hu bibi ana price edida nema a womanfo kototo so ene gina faako a enkebeboa womo edwedie womo esan chiremu se esese aban no ede nema egu akwam se ne womo ebenya car park ewo market na enchen se ne womanfo ebetimi abeto na de esanse sese no womanfo emma womo de wonani ene kire ashama market enti sese ama omudwedie ne akofom ebi nzu so omo ne Adom News ekasa ye ede tudwa se border hodo aya na woni de gu container mu ewo ho no aya na eche
sese ade to no ade ento ade sese ene obekọ na niama ne boa ede ne yatoto niama mu ti esraban so ontwa na no mehwe mba tan no ma niama no mafoma ye se na be ya yeso ye kodwoma ye betimi aton bi ne ye de ahwe ma yes on control price na price enye stable kakra na se price na to me kadodo o na wo be ko na ye ko o kina wo dim sa na pokoto a awia wo ko a na ya sa tom enti on control ne ma na at least yeso ye ntimi hwe ye fie kakra na me how ba ko whatever market ne say market no aye choke ne enti aye choke ne say cars be bia obi free be bi no kitaka I was so parking or better on your parking place. Or park or car going one. Ubashari atolu assemble for task force abetolu.
Adom News amana so wa ye ne coordinator a ono ene hwe edwedie so ewotema kwesi agemai atwetwe nkomo efansem a edwedifo ade tudwa no
ye ne car park bia wo haso market na choki enye zise na choki fititete I was expanding marketing omu gusu kakraka aban so pese we de wo ye hu adwuma and nzema o kan ball asem so no he say metima ka che say as a coordinator na mabaye coordinator no mre bia no mene zoom lion for no edinsa wo so a ball enda hobium samo pe kwa mko ha mahu temia ye mapia mba masoko first no bo say na ball asalai say metima ka che say since abai ye penny ba ye ball asalai bi mu ho
Aminya we so na mentwa me homra me kopa agokan siensem ebeto so.
Right, I was here, yes, I'm a quaba. Yes, I'm a cost of good year, and you may summon a bebela. There's a fantastic na yet by an Canadian suit of meaning baby our water and Canadian suit 30. I had chill. Here shall say a fee there. Senior national soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana. One more catch. You said 2 friendly games. A Ghana boy and Nicaragua. Diana, it's me win. I no cry no man for say I'm Kuyi near Daria. But Coach Otoado K Lord Kenya, or then someone to just say only who's a Ghana ready pa or China Cran World Cup or what? Or you see a bit Marco Bojuma.
I'm ready. Everybody's ready. I think we qualified. That's why we deserve to be there, and we will give everything. Ghana has proven in the past that we are a team. We are a tournament team, and surely I know that we have to improve. But I'm looking forward to the tournament. Can't wait, and I know that we're ready.
Brought to Ghana are ready now. You also can Black Stars in some former management committee. No, can Black Stars and then one face sort of former vice president of the Ghana Football Association. Right, Fred Papo and I watch them will say, "Yeah, World Cup, EDS management committee. No, ni patrie ni momuni deep kakra council and say World Cup and Nyagro."
I do not think any number beyond 3 will be necessary. There's a bit of politics in football, so sometimes space must be created for loyalists and supporters and things too. That's why it will be difficult to have a 3-member or 1-member management committee. So you see 7 members, 5 members and things like that. But sometimes there's a danger of having an overbearing. And then well, if we are 7 or so, you know, I think Nat is going to do their job. Nothing Papse will do it, Papse things Randy will do it, and that kind of thing. So functionally, I think nothing more than 3.
Right, and then it's about Fred Papo, what are to a Ghanaian Premier League. Outstanding game, Koroko games, Nino and El and Elway back if you are against in Swatraman. Koroko, about in Swatraman, a communal Timo Bako.
Or Walid Fuseni, who were in very good space, and they would have straight away been zoned into Kotoko's back line.
And here comes Amankuna. He's got great pace. He goes down. There's a penalty from the challenge of Traore Faisal. Amankuna wins the penalty for Asante Kotoko in 12 minutes of this game. Debut Asante Kotoko goal. Amankuna steps forward and Amankuna scores. It's Asante Kotoko 1, Instructional 0. Steven Amankuna puts the Porcupines in the lead.
And it's been a long time coming.
Aerial challenge against Ofori. Good play from Opon. Here is Mukwala, sets up Isaac Opon. Here is Isaac Opon, and he gets Asante Kotoko's second goal. It's 2-0 for the Porcupine Warriors. It is Isaac Opon who gets on the score sheet. Assist provided by the Ugandan. Mahama's corner. Ofori's header, and is the equalizer. In Swachiman have a go back. Kotoko 2-1. Certainly not the equalizer, but they are backing it. Asante Kotoko suddenly crumbled in defense, and Insuachiman takes advantage. It is Insuachiman.
Right, first 3 points of the season. Matema Kumasa Sanekoro Kwaka. One more standing. Now Mashena Omnubia Tretre Sani Adia. Yina Sudan Yumri Yemfancy. Samyana Dawson. There's a fantastic Tini Bobono, the Passaggio Bano Chemi producer. Kejuana Kasani, Erica Sidu, because I shadum Kase.
When the year in Semono win himself 1st and 2nd October and a Promised Land Festival no eba so den day Australia mino emo na nyum to 4p na bekwa kopiase yo my Ghana onyum to niba adina eka ho bi esi aka say okopie mu oman ne mbowura ho no de koso yenhwe bimra.
Adina, who has currently touched down in Australia for
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing, Adina?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, it's good to hear from you. And usually I know that when you come to Akwaba, to Ghana, it's like Akwaba, but I would say welcome to Australia from Ghana.
Thank you.
Wow. First of all, I mean, I've followed you. Literally, I follow you on socials, and I know that you've actually mentioned quite a number of times that, you know, something about Promised Land. And I'm like, oh, what is it all about? But today looks like I'm seeing something great from there. But how does it feel being in Australia again? This seems to be not the first time. That is probably the second time, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and how does it feel to be back there for another major event?
It feels amazing. It definitely brings back memories. You know, throws me back to 2019 when we came out here, and it's a good feeling. And I'm very, very well, I'm anticipating the weekend. I can't wait to see how that is going to turn out. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Good to hear. And I also understand that it looks like it's not just about the concert, but obviously a few places, maybe sort of a tour that you're getting ready to go to as well.
Yeah.
Can you give us more?
Okay, so this weekend we have a major performance at the Promised Land Festival. And after this weekend, we have other shows too that are lined up for Fiji, New Zealand, and other places. Basically, after the 2019 tour, we're supposed to follow up and do other shows, but we weren't able to due to COVID and other reasons. So now it's like we're fulfilling those duties and we're going back. So some of the
Deba kwaso adwumadi ya se Hit FM e de besomo me nyina we so na me fa kase no ensi wo fie na don hwere wonya abrama minti me da se nyame hwere kase mu aboafo ne adwumayefo me do bibia se me din e de akuya echa oyi akwan nyame ma ye chena